Hi everyone, in this video I will discuss with you another interesting answer by Black when you try to approach the 4-4 stone. This is the shape I want to discuss. This is common when you are facing 10q, 8q or maybe 7q players that have a territorial orientation. This is a move that try to grab at least 4, 4, 4 and 3, so maybe 15 points using 2 or 3 stones at best. How to answer this? Let's have a look at some variation. This is, I believe, not so good answer. Why? Because black simply plays here and white has to extend, otherwise black plays here and Hane at the head of 2 stones is very painful for white. And now black can play here and black seals at most at least 20 points using 4 stone. That's not big deal, but not something to joke with. White has only a wall, and so to justify this sequence has to bring a lot of territory on the side. Given a particular position, it may be playable for white, but in the general situation, white has to catch up in the points. So this is the first answer, and that's not so good. This is a beginner mistake. This is exactly what black wants. So black blocks, white tries to make something, black of course the nuki, and as in the example before, black seals at least 20 points that are basically territory. Again, in this position, you may try to answer like this. What's the problem? The problem is this. Black can make Kozumitsuke. White probably has to respond like this, but it hasn't locally any other adequate answer. So in this position, probably black gained 16 points at least, and white is somewhat disconnected. So in this position, black has a great advantage, at least locally. Of course, if white is 7 or 8 stones stronger than black, anything is playable. But in this position, if there is at least say 2 or 3 ranks, maybe white cannot simply catch up in the points. So another answer. This is a very good answer. You can find this move only playing by and analyzing with the computer. This is first reaction. This is of course the worst one. Black simply enters the corner. Black can try to seal off white. White simply hanes. This is the main variation. Probably black has to extend. White extend as in the 3 invasion Joseki, and of course here white is in great shape because it has at least the corner, and the wall that black has just built, it's basically worthless because white has some influence here, and there are agi in this position and other stuff. In this position, of course, black can hane the other side to try to get some point in the corner, but of course white hanes again, double hane, atari, and you have probably, the computer says that in this position the best move is this, but if you try to make some variation like this, this is the main variation. Black has to cover, white connects, and now this position and this cut and this cut are mi, so black probably has to connect, and if only if the ladder works for black, of course, and white can at least have this move, and probably or better, certainly can catch this 3 stone very easily. So in this position white is winning. But in this position, black may try this, that is harder to find something, and it's harder for white to gain something. This is probably the best local answer. Of course, any computer likes this kind of move, or tenuki mainly, but this is a very good shape for white, since it induces black to take gote. This is the standard answer, and this is a bit speculative, but it's interesting at least. This is the correct move is playing like this, but any territorial player will probably play like this in the range of 7 to 10q. It's at least the expected response. So here we can find the proper way to play in this position. Black at least tries to hane, block, hane, extend, 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 and now 3 possibilities. Here to pincer this stone is at least the best try. White has to peep here, black connects, and white escape, so this wall is completely worthless, and white has established a position into the black influence. This is completely safe, so here black has more or less 10 points in the corner, which is very very low compensation. Here black may try this, try to hane here for white. White can extend here, and now the game is simple. White simply has to extend to gain some breathing space, and can enjoy the position and this peep maybe, or this point, and white here is perfectly in shape to resist the black attack. In this position here, black may try to extend another time. White now can tenuki. This is forced. Tenuki is better off peeping. This is connect and probably forced. And now, as the same shape we discussed before, is the proper way to answer. In this position, it's okay for white. When we reach this position, this is a lot more speculative. We hope for this answer, this mistake, and now white extend. This is strong, and black is completely cramped. But black can play the correct move, which is this, and somehow this pincer may be a problem for white. This is not easy to play, because this stone is weak, and you cannot find a precise route to escape. Of course, this is easily playable, but you can find this move, and now yes, of course, white is probably alive, and it's certainly alive, but it depends too much on the situation you have in this area. When we got this position, white may try this. This is another speculative move. I believe it's very strong, but playing and analyzing with a computer, the final evaluation is that black has somewhat a good to play, an easy to play position. Let's have a look and judge for yourself. Here black has to block this way, otherwise white escape, and it's okay. And white now extend this way. So 3 possibilities for black. This is the first one and the strongest one. White honey, block, and white has made the tripod group, and now black has to cover, of course, and white can tenuki, but in this position the computer believes that white has lost something. This is the best variation for black, and white grabbed the corner, but this wall probably is very strong. You have to play this position if you think that your opponent cannot use easily the influence of the wall. In this position, black may try this. This is a very weak answer. White honey. This double honey is the best move, otherwise white extend and then grab the corner. Honey. And now probably the best way to save this position, to play this position, is this, playing like in the 3-3 invasion. Here black has 13 points in the corner, but white has Sente, so there's some compensation at least. I believe that with a weaker player, you can try to leave here, playing something like this, which is probably simpler. Black has probably to cover, and now at least this saves the group, but probably the group is safe as a stand. But to make sure, when there are less than 10 points, you have to play again if you're in doubt. Okay. In this position, this is another move. This is the worst one. White breaks off the black's defense like this, and is completely winning for white. So these are nice ideas. Take them with grain of salt, but try them at least once in your game. See you.